Have you ever wanted to feel more confident going into your event? Well, one of the secrets is actually in maintaining a sense of calm. And I want you to keep watching because I've got 3 ways to keep you calm under pressure at your next event. So this morning was kind of crazy. I was out driving and I witnessed a little road rage moment. I was in shock. So the person in front of me didn't come to a complete stop before going out into an intersection. And the oncoming traffic from the other direction, well, they wanted to keep going and they had the right of way and they laid on their horn. They were so mad. And the person in front of me just kept going. They kept making their turn onto the lane where the oncoming traffic was. And the person who had been laying on their horn immediately stopped their car, made a 3-point turn, went over the curb, like not just by a few inches, but by a few feet because they hadn't completely been able to back up enough to make the turn. And in the backing up, they almost ran into the person behind them. So they're doing this wild U-turn over the curb to go make a hot pursuit chase of this person who had just essentially cut them off. But I felt a little bit scared. I just stayed where I was until all of the madness was gone. But it made me think. It made me think about how powerful it is to be in control of our emotions. I really value emotional intelligence highly. And in fact, every time that we talk to my kiddos' teachers at school, I reinforce that. I'm like, it is not about the grades. I want an emotionally intelligent child. When we're done with this school, I want to have accomplished emotional intelligence. And if there's other stuff, great. But to me, emotional intelligence will take you so far. And one of those keys is in maintaining your energy and being able to stay in a state of calm. And I know that is so difficult during an event. So difficult. So difficult in the lead up to the event too. And that is why one of the pillars of all of my teaching inside of Live Event Academy is grace under pressure. And so why this is so important for you is because when you are exuding that sense of calm, that grace under pressure, as I like to call it, during the lead up to your event and during the event, you will feel so much more confident. You will feel so much better about the experience that you're going to be delivering to your guests. And I want that for you. I really do. And second, the reason why this is so important to be able to maintain your energy, to maintain that sense of calm, is because of your guests. Your guests will naturally feel more confident about their decision to be at that event of yours if you are maintaining an energy of calmness. Okay? They want to have reinforcement that they made the right decision, they're in the right place, and they are thrilled to be there. And if there's this frenetic, crazy energy about the whole experience, it isn't going to give them that reinforcement of and that confidence that they're in the right place. They made the right decision. So, and also, I would be lying if I didn't say that sometimes I have worked for clients who have not kept a sense of calm during an event. And I will tell you that erodes the confidence that the team has, the team of vendors that are supporting that client. And so I want you to keep in mind that eyes are on you and also your team. And so the name of the game for everybody needs to be grace under pressure, because even one person losing their stuff in a scenario where it's high pressure can affect your team, your vendor's ability to go fix the problem or deal with whatever needs to be dealt with in an efficient manner. Okay? I think you can, hopefully I painted a picture there for you that was helpful. So now let's get into the how. And I've got 3 things for you. First is preparation. I have a whole module on this inside of Live Event Academy, all about how preventing problems before they become problems is essential. I can't underline this one enough. It's all about how when you are prepared, you have so much more white space during the event to enjoy each other's company with your guests, to serve with excellence, to respond to emergencies. And so preparation is going to help you naturally enter that event from a state of calm. Okay? So give yourself and your team the time and resources necessary to ensure that you can show up to the event prepared. Okay? Second thing is in managing your energy. This is in the little stuff and the big stuff that we do every single day. And we've talked about this on the podcast before, about how keeping those self-care routines and rituals that you do on a daily basis are just as important in the lead up to your event as they are in the days of your event. You need to be carving out time for those things that center you, for those things that bring you a sense of peace, that those things that make you feel like you have some sort of sense of control over your time and your body. So for me, it's meditation, it's exercise, it's hydration, it's the way I eat, it's in how I carve out space for release. Have you taken the, what's it called? The test, the emotional intelligence test they give you numbers. Oh, the Enneagram. Yeah. So, don't quote me on this. No, I'm not going to give my numbers because I don't remember them right now. But what I do remember is that there's a section in the Enneagram where it says that what your release point, I think that's what it's called, is. And for mine, it's creative pursuits. I found that so interesting because it's something that I find luxurious and like never want to make time for, doing like arts and craftsy type things, or like arranging flowers, or playing in Canva, or going to one of those like paint by number type of places. But it's actually a really nice way for my brain to reset and kind of release. And so I want you to be making sure that you have worked with your assistant and scheduled in all of those components during the lead up and the event itself, and even afterwards. I want you taking several days off. And I want to make sure that you're getting that clean rest afterwards, but also in the lead up and during, as much as possible. But that has to be scheduled. It has to be engineered, and it has to be done in advance. Otherwise we'll feel too rushed and it won't happen. If it sounds like I'm on a soapbox, I am. I'm really passionate about maintaining your energy, because your energy is the energy that the room, the guests will take on. So your ability to get excited, your ability to get serious when it's called for. It's all in your ability to maintain that sense of peace and calm inside. And if you're acting from a place of that, then you can take the room wherever you need them to go because you're in control of your emotions. And so I know we've talked about this before, but the room, again, rises and falls to where your energy's at. And so your energy is so darn important to manage. That's number 2. Number 1 was preparation. Number 2 is manage your energy. Number 3, control the room. So we touched on it just a little bit in the last section, managing your energy, but your job during an event is to control the room. I need you to allow that to sink in. It's your job. Back to the title of this episode, Calmness is Confidence. It will erode the confidence of the guests in the space if you do not have control of the room. You're using your energy, that sense of peace and calm that we're creating, to control the room. And it is powerful what you can do with your voice during an event scenario, even when there's hundreds or thousands or even 10 people in the room. You have the ability with your voice and your presence to control where the room is going. So if things are getting out of control, there's too much talking, there's too many side conversations, you have the ability to control the room by your getting serious with your tone, for example. If the room is just not alive enough after lunch, you have the ability to control that energy level and bring it up a few notches with your energy, with the tone of your voice, with how good your music selections are or your dancing skills, right? So, and none of that room control can happen if your inner state is erratic. I've seen it where people lose control because they just don't have control of their own emotions. And I want that control for you so that you can take your guests, your room, wherever you need it to go in order for that content that you're delivering to land the way it needs to land. So 3 things we talked about: preparation, managing your energy, and controlling the room. So important. All comes from that peace and calm inside. I wish that for you. I hope that you're feeling already a sense of more confidence and even a little bit more centered and calm. After our conversation today, I think there's that old saying of the infinity loop of confidence and confidence, and I think that there is something to be said about that. How you taking the time to hang here with me today, whether you're on the Peloton or on a walk or driving in your car or getting those dishes done, you taking the time to level up your competence in this space of events is going to give you more confidence. And so I just want to honor you for being here and taking the time. It's not lost on me, and I appreciate it. Make it an outstanding rest of the day. Take care.